speech, it ain't free no more.
What? It's not free no more?
Yeah, we're charging by the word now.
You're charging by the word? How much are you charging?
It depends on what you want to say. Like, you want to say something nice about the president's beautiful, thick yellow hair, or how he can do his makeup better than any broad. That's free.
Okay. All right. That seems reasonable.
But if you want to do a joke like he's so fat he needs 2 seats on the Epstein jet, that's going to cost.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! No!
Well, you know, Kimmel's comeback was a success when Trump's fingers are working overdrive as he just goes ahead and lays bare his plans for coercion. Yes, this is now perfectly normal in Trump's America. After the show returned, the president took to Truth Social to vent, possibly because not only did Kimmel crush in the ratings, but from YouTube to Google searches across the board, the man Trump claims to be irrelevant was actually taking up more space than Trump craves.
Huge, absolutely huge. What are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look at YouTube views, Jimmy Kimmel Live video views. The 6-month median, the median video only gets 240,000. Look how many views Tuesday night's monologue already has. 6.7 million. That's over 25 times as large as the median Jimmy Kimmel video normally gets. And I was looking, it is by far the largest video in at least 6 months. So if Donald Trump's idea was to give Jimmy Kimmel more press and more viewership, he absolutely did so.
And in a particular segment, Kimmel cast the great Robert De Niro to be the FCC, and it's worth a watch. Now, as we've come to expect with De Niro when the subject matter is Trump, he doesn't mince words. Together, they condemned efforts to silence comedians and artists, arguing that this kind of pressure was not only anti-American, but dangerous to free expression. Kimmel had mentioned this throughout his opening monologue, reminding viewers that comedy is meant to critique power, not bow to it.
Tell us what you think about what happened last night to Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, this is misery. And in the world of somebody who is an authoritarian, maybe a dictatorship, sooner or later, everyone is going to be touched. But this is me. For 30 years, I did this for a living. So I see this happen. They took care of Colbert. That was rude. That was inexcusable. The man deserves a great deal of credit. He's in the Hall of Fame 9 times. And to be manipulated like that because the Ellison family didn't want to trouble Donald Trump with this move, so they got rid of him. Not only got rid of him, got rid of the whole franchise. You're not going to have to worry about anything, Larry. It's all gone. It's fine. Good night. And then my good friend Jimmy Kimmel. I feel bad about this because we all see where this is going, correct? It's managed media, and it's no good. It's silly. It's ridiculous, and you can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful or trying to suck up to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office. That's just not how this works.
Brendan Carr, tried to backtrack when he said, "Oh, I didn't really mean to sound like the mafioso," as Ted Cruz put it, and did the little accent. And as always, Donald Trump comes riding in and makes it clear as day that this was government pressure, posting on Truth Social before Jimmy Kimmel came out. I can't believe he has his job back. I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. In the process, Trump has basically made Kimmel unfireable. At this point, Disney, even if his ratings go down to 3 people watching it, will not be able to do it because now he has become the lightning rod, the symbol, the avatar for this fight about the First Amendment and government overreach. And I think it's important as well that we just saw before we came out here that it looks like Jim Comey is going to be indicted in a few days. Donald Trump on Truth Social. Let's get rid of Eric Siebert because he doesn't want to bring charges. We'll get someone in there who will. And lo and behold, we're checking off our enemies list. It's all part of the same puzzle.
In response to Kimmel's return, Trump lashed out at ABC, accusing the network of, quote, siding with Democrat propaganda before threatening financial retribution. Trump referenced a prior $16 million settlement with ABC and suggested that the network would, quote, regret its decision. Can you imagine Obama just threatened Fox News like this?
said at one point, Phil, that he basically believes broadcasters and that regulators should consider taking broadcasters' licenses away if they have late night hosts on their programs who criticize him. Listen to what he told reporters just a few moments ago.
When you have a network and you have evening shows and all they do is hit Trump, that's all they do. If you go back, I guess they haven't had a conservative on in years or something, somebody said. But when you go back and take a look, all they do is hit Trump. They're licensed. They're not allowed to do that.
I mean, this is something that even allies like Jim Jordan couldn't help but admit was pressure from the administration when they were asked to respond to the matter.
What do you think of like what Ted Cruz said about this? He said government shouldn't be in this business of trying to pressure anybody about free speech at all.
No, fair enough. And look, I think we should be defending your right to speak, the most important right we have under the First Amendment. I always say if you can't speak, you can't practice your faith, you can't share your faith, you can't petition your government, you don't have a free press. So the right to speak is so important.
And as I stated on previous videos, right, the reinstatement itself was a reversal under public pressure. That's right, protests, unions, industry voices, and viewers pushed ABC to bring the show back. That signals not compliance, but resistance, which of course we need more of. And Trump's angry response underscores his growing vulnerability. I mean, look at the polls. They show his approval continuously sliding. Reuters had him at 41% approval with 53% disapproval, and only 35% approving of his handling of the economy that he continues to claim is great. When the people rally around comedians and artists and they put their wallets behind the movement, it reflects more than just pop culture. It actually shows political fatigue with things like censorship and intimidation.
I always have to feel sorry for him. He did his best to cancel me. Instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show. That backfired bigly. He might have to release the Epstein files to distract us from this now. And now he's openly rooting for NBC to fire Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers and the hundreds of Americans who work for their shows who don't make millions of dollars. And I hope that if that happens, or if there's even any hint of that happening, you will be 10 times as loud as you were this week. We have to speak out against this.
Jimmy Kimmel needs to be back on the air. Yes! Stephen Colbert, back on the air. Back on the air! And all people in this country who care about our bedrock civil rights in this country, our right to free speech, need to stand up and make their voices heard. We will not be silenced, we will not be intimidated, and we will not stop fighting until we defeat fascism in this country. Woo! ABC, throw us fine. ABC, throw us fine.
So the story isn't just that Kimmel came back, it's that he came back louder, backed by the likes of De Niro, by public protests, by industry voices, and that Trump's attempts to claim victory actually turned into a huge L.
I thought he did a great job. It's a really hard needle to thread. I think he came off as human. He was funny. That's the critical thing. He's a comic. He should be funny. Relaxed, actually, surprisingly. And he made a lot of good jokes, mostly at the expense of Donald Trump and Brendan Carr. And those are the deserved attack vectors for a comic in this situation like him. So I thought he was good. And he wasn't too lectury. I think that could have been a problem. He said sort of the right things about the free press. And was, I think, appropriately apologetic and tried to say, if you heard me the wrong way, I'm really sorry. I thought it was pretty good. It did well. So it did well. That's the other thing, by the way. 26 million on YouTube, 6.25. You know, it's sort of a clap back at President Trump because it was popular. People wanted to hear it.
And Karen, you interpret it as a clap back against the president?
I think that, no, yes, definitely. He was making a lot of jokes at the expense of
those numbers.
Oh, yeah. People wanted to see it. It was popular. You know, the one thing President Trump is aware of is popularity, and this was popular. I don't know if it's going to stay popular, but he certainly did Jimmy Kimmel a favor. He always says he does favors for people's ratings. Well, Congratulations, President Trump. You did a great job getting Jimmy Kimmel noticed.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.